marketing, entrepreneurship, and all things small business. You're listening to the Jurassic Marketing's Triceratops. Now, here's your host, Justin Miller.
All right, second episode of January. How we feeling?
It's a good year. Things looking good, feeling good. It's a new era, I hear. That's what I understand.
That was last week. This week we're into uncertainty again.
Oh, great. It lasted a whole week.
Yeah, well, that's as long as some people's New Year's resolution lasted. So.
Oh, that's true. By this week, people are already like, I don't really want to go to the gym, and I don't really want.
Gym's cleared out. They're making that money for people not showing up again.
That's right.
I mean, the gym doesn't work if everyone shows up. You realize that, right?
No, that's true. All the people that sign up at the end of the year, you're right. If everybody shows up second, third week in, it's a mess.
Yeah, like the math doesn't work. Like if people actually utilize the membership.
Yep. Well, they know that, though. They know what percentage of people are never coming back.
It has to work that way or they're in trouble.
It's just like the percentage of people that know that you're going to have a new Dino shirt on when they see this video.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're still waiting for the sponsored apparel.
Yeah, I think it's in transit. You know, things are still slow after the holidays.
So you can ship one in.
Yeah.
Yep. Address is on the website. It's not hard to find. You can deliver it in person if you'd like.
Oh, that's nice.
We'll give you the tour of the headquarters.
That's nice.
We're going to look at you strange first because people don't come.
Yeah, no, you don't get a lot of traffic, a lot of foot traffic. People will be like, are you lost?
We figure you're going to sell us something. But if you do come in person, though, we're going to bring you in the studio. I'm going to text Kevin. Kevin, we need you to come in right
produce. Now. Yeah.
We got to produce an episode.
See, that's true. If you happen to stop by with some swag, then we can put you on an episode.
Yep.
That's nice.
Who knows? Maybe the claw machine will be fired back up. I didn't tell you this.
It's broken?
For the staff party, I filled it with money.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Was there a fight over that?
No, they weren't large denominations.
Still.
There was some in there. It's just impossible to get those.
But at the very bottom.
I still have a bucket of crumpled up money, though, of what wasn't one out of it.
Wow. But you put that in there next year, then?
Oh, yeah, we'll use it throughout the year, but I'm not going to sit there and uncrinkle all the bills.
Oh, no. I mean.
So, yeah, we got a Menards bucket full of money. Buckets of cash. Maybe that'll be the theme for the workshop this year.
Buckets of cash. Sponsored by Menards.
Yep. Save big money.
Book now. Get your rebate on your next live event.
It's not 11% off. It's 11% rebate. You get sued for that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's not off. You get it back. I mean, that's the caveat. Like, you can come back later and buy some other stuff you don't need with a gift card that we're going to send you.
It's one of my favorite stores, by the way. All right, no,
I know you do love. When I texted you that picture of that dinosaur, you're like, I know, duh, and you sent me the same picture. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah, they may have those on closeout. So if you're in the Midwest and you want to stop at Menards and buy us a gift, they have an inflatable Christmas dinosaur.
Yeah.
No, we are talking about marketing in uncertain economic times.
Oh my gosh, that's what I hear. It's uncertain.
Last year was a little rocky. This year, didn't magically change on January 1st.
No.
So let's talk about the smart course of action when there's uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
So I ran across some stats recently on another podcast. Hey, not only we produce, but we listen to them. This was the NFIB's podcast, the National Federation of Independent Businesses, which is a mouthful. And the podcast is even worse with the abbreviation. That's the SBET, Small Business Economic Trends.
Oh, my gosh.
A lot of the data we're going to be using in this episode came from the NFIB. But they have some interesting stuff that they keep tabs on in economic indicators. So they have an optimism index.
Optimism?
Yeah.
Really? So we know how optimistic, like, these are small business people?
Yeah. Okay. And we have an uncertainty index as well.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of a gauge on how people are feeling.
Let me guess.
They're trying to put an objective thing on a
There's more uncertainty or worry in the economy now than maybe 2-3 years ago.
Well, it moves, but you go too far back there, you got COVID. So I hope people feel a little more confident right now than they did when we hit 15% unemployment. That's the other stat that I look at is unemployment rates, and it's quite fascinating as well. If you look at the chart for the past 5 years, there's COVID. Whoa!
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it was just under 15% was what their stat was showing there.
Which means it was probably actually about 22%.
Yeah, I am not far enough in the macroeconomic political trends. I think it's a political number.
Oh, yeah.
To your point.
I mean,
who knows?
The people that have just stopped looking for work, period.
But we definitely felt there was uneasiness that year. So, yeah, we have this weird survey with a lot of weird data. And, yeah, I'll be referring to my notes a little more normal on this so I get it right. But last year, 2025, we saw, interesting enough, some rising optimism, which is a good sign.
Yeah.
It means business owners are feeling optimistic about what the future may bring. But at the same time, the uncertainty index is high.
Okay.
So I think that might just be like the entrepreneurial, I am a natural optimist. So I'm not sure, but I think things are good.
Well, and you're right. Uncertainty is different than doubt. I mean, uncertainty is just you don't know what's going to happen. You don't necessarily think it's going to be bad. It's just you're not sure what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's like, will you bet the farm on it? You know?
It is kind of a free for all in our country the last couple of years. I mean, I don't think that's going to change this year. I mean, it's just going to be one big circus.
Well, I mean, as we record this, we're recording the day after and the day before a Powerball drawing, which I don't normally follow, but every once in a while a number on a billboard catches my eye.
Did somebody win the 1.5 billion or whatever?
No, they did not. So tomorrow, and this will date when we're recording this, but
you
tomorrow,
might never talk to me again if I win.
Tomorrow it's 1.7 is the estimate.
I mean, are you kidding me? Think about that.
Yeah.
And the cash number.
I'm uncertain I'm going to win, but I'm optimistic.
Yeah, I would be too. I should probably play because the cash, after taxes and everything else, was still $700 million.
What's amazing is that the odds are so low that no one won even at that.
I know. That's crazy. I wonder what is that an all-time record?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know. I mean,
no idea.
That's a lot of money. Like that, $1 million to me boggles my mind. I can't even think of 1.7 billion.
If somehow you were the sole winner, you'd be probably right at about $1 billion after taxes, right? Somewhere in there.
I'd win with 400,000 other people, and I'd get about whatever. But no, can you imagine $1 billion?
That's why we limit the lotto tickets in the office to the Jurassic Park scratch-off ones.
That's probably a good idea because you're going to lose an employee fast if they got $1 billion. They're like, I'm sorry, can I buy your company?
I love you.
Can I buy your
building?
building?
Too valuable for me to give you a chance.
How much to rent the podcast studio for a day? I mean, can I take it over? Really?
Buckets of money.
Buckets of money from Menards.
They won't be crumpled up either if you're trying to fit your $1 billion.
They'll be fresh. What's the largest denomination of bill you can get today? Is it 500?
No. The largest denomination that's at face value in circulation is only 100.
Really?
So anything over that is a collector's item, basically, and worth way over. So you can, don't ask why I know this.
Really? You
can get a $10,000 bill.
But you have to go get a special one at the bank.
No, you can't get it from the bank. They stopped making those a long time ago, and you're going to spend about $130,000 for that.
If I had $1 billion, I don't care. I want 2 of those.
Give me one too.
Yeah, really. I'll get you one.
This is why I know it's on my list of things I'd love to have that really makes no sense.
I'd pay for a Caitlin Clark autograph then. I mean, I would be like, just give it to me. I'll buy it off eBay, whatever.
No. I mean, at $500, it costs about $1,000.
Okay. I mean, so $10,000, $1,000 bill, none of those are, so you could collect them, but you can't, they're not actually.
They are legal tender. You could.
Okay.
If you wanted to show off how rich you are from the Powerball, you could go to the bank and you could turn it in for $10,000.
I could go to Subway and be like, why don't you feed the next 400 people that come in here, and then give me my change?
And you want your sub club thing?
I do.
I need
4
foot long is mine.
Oh yeah, I'd be free for days.
God.
Yeah, you're right. Uncertainty.
January is not going well for staying on topic.
No, it's not. It's not. Because you're right. I'm optimistic, but I have zero certainty that I'm going to win. I'm not even sure I'm optimistic that I'm going to win because the odds are so stacked against you. If you had a pool in your office, I'd be like, I only got a 1 of a 9 chance to win or whatever. I mean,
well, if you win, we'd have a pool in the office.
That's true. There'd be a pool on the roof. I'd have a whole.
We have talked about the rooftop patio, but
I would probably, if I won that, I'd be like, dude, I've known you a long time. Can I build you a new building and put a pool on the roof?
Lies.
Okay, let's just put a pool on the existing roof then. Let's put one in the basement.
Just give me a Starbucks gift card. Be good. All right, but let's talk about what happens with these numbers.
It's so easy to get off track.
It's our January.
Yeah, really, this is
plan.
January. This is kind of like we're off to a really good start.
No, so what happens? No, people don't build the pools on the roofs. Although there is like a Ross Creations YouTube video where they put a pool on the roof and call a roofer that their roof is leaking or something.
This is the part where you almost want to start over.
Nope. No.
We've never done that.
This is real.
We always just roll on. We've never started
great.
over.
You put me on the close-up. No. So
yeah, really.
What do sane, rational business owners do, not us, when there's uncertainty, is they conserve. They hold on to cash. Jesus.
Why would you want to do that?
The future aggressive growth plans get dialed back a couple of notches.
Okay.
Budgets tighten up. Maybe they delay on hiring if the plan was hiring, and it start to eliminate risk.
Okay.
And these are actually some of the exact things that we're on our annual retreat to discuss is resilience of the company in uncertain economic times.
But budget tightening is different than eliminating staff or cutting things out entirely. I think some owners just knee-jerk and go way over the top, which is never going to help you in the long run either.
I mean, it depends on your own personal optimism.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
What the purpose of the business is. We have some aggressive growth plans, which involves risk. But as the market we operate in gets riskier, the equation changes, and we have to judge it accordingly.
Yeah.
So, when things feel uncertain, people, they cut back.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a Dan Kennedy political saying I just won't put in here. Sorry, crossed the line. But the interesting part is that logically, it's the time to double down on specific types of marketing. So not marketing across the board, actually.
Are these things, are you talking about specific things that work or just specific types that are proven to work in this kind of
specific types that function better than other types, give us a better bang for our buck during uncertain times. And as much as I hate to in two episodes in a row mention COVID, we have to go back to it. So that was like the most graphic time pinpointing, in the recent decade or two, of uncertainty in the economy, what's going on. And fortunes were lost overnight because of it. The rules changed. It was very obvious, and we weren't in control of those rules anymore. Business owners are pretty good at playing by the rules you put in front of them. But when you change the rules, it changes everything, and they can't just change on a dime. So marketing is important, but it's not necessarily the aggressive growth marketing anymore. It's the conserving what I have and keeping what I have. So it's shutting the door so people don't leave.
Okay. It's not really survival per se, but it's in a way, it's like
it's
preservation.
A shift of efforts.
Yeah.
You can do both. It's not mutually exclusive, but assuming overall you're looking to, sturdy the ship a little bit, that means the budget probably got tightened in the marketing department, and we got to pick and choose now.
Down. Yeah.
Right. So we will talk about the marketing that works, and it's really the marketing that builds the real connections.
Okay.
Which sounds self-serving, but it's what we preach tactically here anyway.
I bet I know what some of them are.
Oh, we should just have a button for it.
Yeah, really. Exactly.
Also, as an aside, it's a time where the unique aspects of direct mail really shine.
Okay.
So when there is uncertainty in the marketplace, trust becomes a lot more important. And one of the unique features of direct mail is that trust is given to the recipient. They give more to you for showing up in that media than, say, showing up in Facebook Short, like maybe this clip is right here. So direct mail during an uncertain time tends to break through mentally, not through the marketing clutter, but through the mental hurdle of riskiness and uncertainty. So use that to your benefit. The media works exceedingly better at building connections, and connections are infinitely more important during uncertainty. It's reinforcing existing connections.
Don't you feel like during uncertain times people want connection? They want more connection.
Well, they do, but when you're specifically referring to vendors,
sure,
it starts to be mere them.
Yeah.
I got this much money. Am I taking it home or am I giving it out there?
Yeah.
We make those decisions too. Am I hiring a new person or am I buying this machine? Which is going to make a better ROI for what we're trying to achieve in this time period where we're spending it. Everyone's got to make those decisions. So direct mail as a media is a safety net for marketing department and budgets. And there's several reasons for that. Number one, it's one of the most predictable, steady when it comes to response mechanisms, tactically. So if we're uncertain of what's going on in the economic realm, it tends to cause some uncertainty and shifting in the digital realm, and it screws with the numbers, it screws with the cost per view and click and everything else. And direct mail starts to look a little more attractive as being a little more predictable for ROI. Of course, we talked about it's tangible. And there's probably not an episode goes by where I don't mention it. But the fact that you can touch it and feel it makes it real.
Yeah.
And we preach when we teach newsletters. So if you haven't been listening long, go back to a newsletter marketing episode. We preach building a relationship with real content about you as a human being. And this is deadly critical during uncertain times to keep people connected. So if I got to cut a vendor, am I going to cut the one that I feel like I personally know and I like?
Not as likely.
Am I going to cut the one that is a transactional relationship?
Yeah.
Or is Amazon going to get a little less money next month?
Menard's going to get less money.
11% back.
It's true. It always comes back to the rebate.
It tends to get higher engagement. Now, this doesn't mean higher response rate as a percentage, but higher engagement, higher interaction with the piece and the message. If everything's correct on it, you should get a higher response rate too. But in general, we get more interaction to get that. So it tends to be stable. When everything else is kind of shaky, this is like your tried and true. Like you're not going to be floored by the results one way or the other. But that makes it an attractive investment when we don't know what's going to happen around us, especially from a marketing angle. So marketers always like to say, when you're down, you double down. I don't care if you double down or not, but you certainly evaluate everything. Am I going to this event?
Yep.
Am I going to advertise in this magazine? Are we hiring more reps? Are we going to do what we're doing? Does this product line deserve to continue to exist? This is just, it's not sexy. It's tried and true. Just follow the course, get the results. You got to do other things too in the business, right?
Yeah.
But this is your steady one.
Slow and steady sometimes just wins the race. I mean, it's you're right. It's not sexy. It can be boring, but I don't know. It does. I mean, it works. That's the thing. It just works, and you can count on it.
Yeah, and people stop taking the gambles.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Yeah.
Which is, marketing's a gamble at its core. There's no guarantee of results here or elsewhere in any media. You take everything you can to reduce the risk and maximize the upside, but that calculation changes when the downside has a more dramatic impact on your business. So if this fails during good times, doesn't mean much. It's lost money. No one likes to lose money, but it's part of the game. If this fails during bad times, does it have a ripple effect across the entire organization? That's what we're talking about, uncertainty. And I know a lot of marketing agencies that once COVID hit, they were decimated. The clients were just immediately gone.
Yeah.
Because the clients didn't know what was going on.
Sure.
They didn't know if they had a business.
Yeah.
You can insulate yourself a little bit from that.
Yeah.
So newsletters, number one. By the way, yesterday was the time to start, not today. But today's the second best, right? Referral letters and partner outreach. So building those relationships that are going to feed you over and over long term becomes super important. Again, relational marketing, not cut and dry, buy now type marketing. We'll tote the note for you now. I was reading comments on one of the Facebook groups today. If you want to learn how psychologically people think for purchasing, just look at the ones asking for cheap car deals on Facebook. Not saying emulate what they're doing, but honestly, the thought process is not completely flawed And it does translate to larger organizations. It's laughable if you put it in those terms, but that's really what's going on inside some. And then once you have those in play, reactivate old clients. So you already had something at some point going on and working for you. Now's the time to go back to them. If dollars are limited, this is your next best audience to hit.
That's what you talked about in the last episode about what used to work that you're not doing now. And why aren't you doing it? I don't know.
Or who used to give me money that doesn't anymore?
I don't know. We ran out of stamps. I don't know.
No, I don't think that ever happened. There was a paper shortage, but
well, not here. It doesn't.
No
I mean, you've got more stamps here than I've ever seen anywhere. Shh. It's like a stamp heaven.
Yeah, that was no. Maybe one of these days we'll read the company Mad Lib in here.
Oh, geez, that'd be fun. That would be good.
I'll do that for the workshop when we have our direct mail boot camp. All right. Of critical importance to all this is tracking. Tracking. So do your call tracking, do your QR code tracking, record the calls, because responses probably are going to be more limited for your pieces as well, because your clients likely have the same objections that you do right now and the same uncertainty. Mm-hmm. So we got to make sure that, when we get responses, they're being maximized, and we got to know with more certainty than ever before what's working, what's not from an advertising standpoint. All right, so let's talk about money.
Money.
What do we do when money is tight and everyone's tightening their spend? Again, retention first. Don't go chasing new fields of money. Let's keep harvesting from the same areas you are right now. It's the most cost-effective thing to do in uncertain times. So retention marketing first. And everyone usually agrees with the concept. It's more expensive to get a new client. Well, it's infinitely more expensive during uncertain times, but no one actually puts the money into retention marketing. Now is the time for you to put money and budget behind retention marketing. Figure out what formats you're going to use or what media you're going to use to kind of you want to make sure you're still getting response, and we know that mechanisms are going to change a little bit. So am I putting this much in mail and this much in digital, or this much in broadcast and this much in mail, or what are you doing? Make that an intentional decision, more so than ever before. And then the final thing is don't just get paralyzed by fear and do nothing.
And that's easy to do. You just kind of hunker down. Let's just wait it out. We'll not do anything.
That's why it took me 2 weeks to wrap the Christmas presents in this giant pile.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's going to be a lot of work. That can wait till Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I do the same thing.
So, don't overanalyze it, and don't do nothing because there's uncertainty. There's always uncertainty. Maybe right now a little more so than some other years. Yeah. But it'll come and go. It might get worse, might get better, but certainly it will change. So don't just stand still. I'm a huge fan of you're growing or dying in business. I've tried to maintain before. You can't.
Yeah.
You die. Yeah. Growing in this case may look like taking the growth money and putting it into retention so that people aren't flooding out the backside. So you can look at the NFIB's website and find the stats. Uncertainty probably will climb a little bit. But the key here and why we're putting all this effort and money into marketing and retention is that so when the optimism comes back in the market, you are in your prospects and clients' heads. You're the first one to bounce back. And honestly, some people will be too late in that game and won't bounce back. They won't get that opportunity. So make sure you're steady. You're focusing on retention and building real relationships, and those will be exceedingly fruitful as times continue to get a little better out there. And of course, every industry has a little bit different cycle of recovery and uncertainty, and there's always winners and losers. Some of you are in a position where you can shift who you're serving, which is amazing, as long as you're not just chasing random things. But make sure you are proactive about it. So, all right, let's wrap up with some takeaways here. So, number one, direct mail is maybe old school, but it's stable. Mm-hmm. The delivery mechanism is stable. has a cost associated with it, but the response is more stable than other media as well. Tactical steps you can do. It's time to go through your database of contacts.
Yeah, weed it out.
It's time to rank them A, B, and C. By the way, I have some staff that has trouble with that.
What, ranking A, B, and C?
Like force ranking.
They're all A's?
I don't know. They feel bad about marking people as C.
Well,
But it's the truth.
Sometimes you got to be a little merciless and numbers don't lie.
That's right.
Data does not lie.
Data will set you free.
Yeah. There's probably a sign around here somewhere that says that.
There's a shirt I want to buy that keeps hitting me on retargeting ads. It says, that wasn't very data-driven of you.
That's nice. I like that.
Also, plan in longer cycles. Plan a 90-day cycle. I would suggest either starting a newsletter campaign or a referral campaign and run it for 90 days. And then finally, make sure you are tracking. Track like you've never tracked before. Again, don't chase immediate results, but make sure you have those numbers and you're actively watching them and figuring out what's going on. Be more important than ever before. And if you want our help with this, we have our workshop coming up. So direct mail boot camp, it's a day and a half. You work with our staff. It is workshop. It's not lecture the whole time. And the intent is for you to have as close to go of a ready-to-go direct mail campaign when you leave the door after a day and a half, which is a very short period of time to do this in, but we try our best to fulfill on that. And all the details at workshop.jurassicmarketing.com. We got 2 of them coming up this year. We have March virtual. You can see me and special guest on the set here. Or September in office. September in office is a lot more literal one-on-one time. You come fly into lovely Moline, Illinois, or drive in here. And we have, I think it's a maximum of 12 companies represented.
Nice.
It's also a good networking opportunity, by the way. I'm always better at networking in person.
Yeah.
More than virtual.
Yeah.
Take a look at that, workshop.jurassicmarketing.com. By all means, reach out with any questions, or if you'd like to be a guest on an upcoming podcast, we'd be happy to have you. What do we got next week, Kevin? Any idea?
No. I don't know.
It's not on the notes.
I'm going to say maybe some more uncertainty, but possibly maybe we're starting to level things out a little bit. I don't know.
That's cliffhanger. I didn't have
see, I knew it.
Hopefully a special guest. I don't know if we'll get that edited in time, though.
Possibly.
There you go. So stay tuned. You never know what's going to happen here.
But that was a tease. That was a good one. But they're like, please let me know when the next one drops.
Yeah, they tuned out
they're
26 minutes ago.
That's right.
When we jumped into the content. Now, we enjoy listening. Like, subscribe, share this. Please help us get the word out and let us know how we can make it better.
Thanks for listening to the Triceratops podcast. Be sure to subscribe and leave your comments. For more information on how Jurassic Marketing Direct Mail can help grow your business, visit JurassicMarketing.com.